Welcome to an exciting episode of the Drive Network. I'm your boy Big Bucks. Today I am with a very special guest that needs no introduction really. She's an influencer, she's a model, and she's a radio broadcaster. Ipeleng, how are you?
Hi. Oh my gosh, I hate the sound of my voice.
It sounds great, man. I think Ronnie just said it sounds amazing. You're doing well.
Thank you for having me.
No, you're most welcome. I've been so excited about having you here. And I'm like, oh, the time is now.
Right? Right. I'm excited to be here. I'm like, oh my gosh, be nice though. Be nice.
No. We're very nice here at home, Bogart. We're very, very nice.
You guys give me a jacket. Well, yeah.
You know, it looks great on
Right?
you. It goes with the outfit. Everything is perfect, right?
Thank you.
So, yeah, no, tell me, quick one. I think I noticed something more to do with a particular vehicle that you were given, and you spent some time with that vehicle.
Oh my gosh.
Right?
Yes.
It's a Suzuki, right?
Yes, it is.
And what would you say was your experience with that particular car?
Oh my gosh. So I got a Suzuki.
Yeah.
It was great. I do love cars. Well, sometimes. Sometimes I just want to be a passenger princess.
Yeah.
But it was actually great. I learned a lot about the brand. I
Yeah.
think a lot of people look at Suzuki and they're like,
Not the one.
not the, it's a style saka.
Yeah.
But, you know, like getting the chance to actually drive around with it was so cool. It's quite big. It's safe for petrol. That's quite important.
Too much,
I don't
yeah.
know a lot about cars. In
Exactly.
me, I just know it was spacious. It was automatic. It got me from place A to B. It's a great car. It's quite affordable as well. You're going to save a lot when it comes to petrol. I remember I went to the Northwest with it. My grandmother's like, I'm like,
Yeah, we were keen for that time.
I was like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But it was great, man. It was really great.
No, like I think from a fuel consumption perspective, my experience with the Suzuki was when I went to Namibia.
Okay.
So I flew in and I got a Suzuki. I just forgot the name, right? But it's the same. It has a collaboration with the Toyota.
Oh,
They
okay.
look the same.
Oh,
but
yes. Is it the Fronts?
Not the Franks, but the one before that.
Okay, cool.
So I'll remember the name as we go, right?
Okay.
So I drove that thing. The fuel was not going anywhere.
It was not. I can imagine.
So the Toyota make of it also benefited from a fuel consumption perspective.
Really?
Because it does save fuel. It really does save fuel. So you said you like cars, right? And
The ones I know.
the ones you
honestly.
know. Great stuff. So what would you say is your maybe dream car at this particular stage, right? What would you say is your dream
My
car?
dream car has always been an M5. Trust me, I saw it one day. Ne? It's a funny story, actually. I was in a queue, go home my face
Yeah.
in Pretoria. Basically, more lining, it was T2. I'm waiting for my passport. This was like before COVID.
Yeah.
And this beautiful car comes, and I'm like to my little brother, "Can you throw give BM, give BM, you know?" And he's like, "It's an M5," and I'm like, "Damn, it's in South Africa."
Yeah.
You know? It was a gorgeous car. Loved it from there. I don't even know how it looks today. Like, is there like a new one or whatever? Because I saw it a while ago, but I loved it. You know.
There's a new one that launched. It hasn't touched down yet.
Mm-hmm.
So I think with the M Fest coming up, it will touch down. Hopefully BM sees you and invites you there, right?
Oh my
because it's a
gosh.
correct brand that you like. I'm a BM guy as well.
Yeah.
So an M5 is a really nice car. For me, that's a top choice for somebody who says, I just like cars, but I don't know them. But
I mean, it's BM as well. It's BMW. It's one of those. I love it, you know. So an M5 is just one of those. Like, it puts you in a certain standard. It's not
It
just a
does.
normal car. Or driver M5. Is it like an M5? Is it like a competition?
yeah, it's an M5 competition.
Okay,
yeah.
cool.
So
At least
I
I
think
know
it comes with a lot of bugs as well, which I think you are on the right direction, right?
No, guys. No, guys. Go fund me.
No, it's coming. It's coming.
Right.
So, ke a nagana man gore you are someone who I think has got 3 lives, right? And I'll tell you why. For me, it's life before Big Brother.
Yeah.
Then comes life during Big Brother, where you have to, get used to living in the house. And then there's life after Big Brother. Just give me the differences.
Oh my gosh, not you taking me back. Listen, actually, I'm realizing that I've had like different lives. Obviously, there was a journey before Big Brother where I was just a normal girl.
Yeah.
Just going every day. Give me like the buga. I don't even know what I wanted to be, guys. That's not even a lie. I went to varsity. I chose a career path, and I was like, okay, cool, we're gonna do it because everyone is going to varsity.
Correct.
But I've always had like the love for media, for broadcasting, and when the Big Brother, reality show came about, like auditions, I was like, maybe. I mean, I've seen people actually get very successful through the platform. So I was like, you know what, maybe this could be something for me, and that's why I went for it. It was a different transition. It was a culture shock.
Yeah.
When they say culture shock, you're used to something like you're just having a normal life. Born, I'm so comfortable. You're pick and pay. You're pretty sleep.
Absolutely.
I'm not even worried about anyone, anything like that. And then after that, I'm put in a place where I'm with 23 people.
New
in a
people
house.
At that. New
I
people
don't know
at that.
them. I can only hope they're nice people. You know what I mean? And which they were. And I'm just like, okay, how do we now navigate ourselves in this?
Correct.
Mind you, I've never moved out of my parents' house. That was my first time moving out.
Oh
I'm an introvert. I haven't even done things people my age have done and experienced. I'm still, and I learn on a public platform
where everybody's watching.
Everybody's watching. I learned to express myself. I learned to tap into different perspectives of myself that I didn't even know about. I didn't know I was competitive. I was like, what? I didn't know I was a gamer. I didn't know I was good at so many things. But I think that's one thing I appreciated about the platform and the whole transition of me being a normal person, going into the house, then coming out. Oh my gosh.
I think I'm more interested in the coming out, right? Because I think you come out and there's so much expectation now, right? But you also need to acclimatize to what now is the new life for Ipeleng.
Oh my gosh, let me tell you guys, I'm not trying to be like, oh my gosh, not excited to say. No, I didn't know anything. I didn't even know what to expect. I mean, I look at people that went to Big Brother Mzansi. I'm like, you guys have life figured out so much.
Yeah.
I didn't even know where to start. I came outside the house. Let me tell you, for the very first Sunday, I get confused. Why they taking you to media rounds? You're doing this. Now all of a sudden you're attending interviews and you're just like, what do you want me to say? What do you want me to talk about?
Absolutely.
It was a whole transition because remember, I'm an introvert, and I'm like, where do I even start? And a lot of people don't believe it.
No, they don't believe it. I also don't believe it. Like,
when I
where's
say
the introvert? Okay, introvert.
No, give me a mic and then I'll spit on it. I will drop some bars.
Yeah.
But I think it was just a very weird transition that I had to really learn quickly. I don't even think, because I came out the house in 2023. I wasn't even doing anything in 2023. I was still trying to figure it out. I think 2024, that's when I understood the media industry and how I wanted to go on about it. And I was like, okay, cool. Sit down with myself. And I positioned myself in terms of what I wanted to do with that platform. But coming outside the house, me, I won't lie. Why am I doing interviews? What do you want to know?
Everybody
Haven't you been watching?
A piece of you.
know what I mean?
Exactly.
You go to Pick and Pay. I'm trying to buy meat. Someone is like, Ipeleng, remember this? And I'm like...
And for me, right, that experience of going to the shops, just on a normal day, the shop.
Yeah.
How is that now? Is that happening?
It's still happening.
And how is it any different from the time you went out before, like your first life? Like,
oh my gosh. I think when I went out the first time, I was still very scared. I didn't understand it. I didn't understand how people had to know so much about me. I mean, I get and acknowledge the fact that people loved me and all that, but I didn't understand it. Like, I know it's a thing of mentally, I'm not very well because I'm thrown into a life I don't know. So you're just like, Ipeleng, can we have a picture? I don't know if you're coming at me with great intentions or not. So I was still very scared and worry about, the kind of people that I even associate myself with. I mean, it's a simple picture. You just have to smile. You just have to be there. But also you don't know if a person because and out there. But now that I understand it, I don't even mind it. I'm just like, I'm gonna have this awkward smile when someone recognizes me. I'm like, hi, is it you? I'm like, no, it's not me, but yes, it's me. I think now I'm comfortable with it, and because I don't also regard myself as a public figure or anything like that.
But you are.
We'll get to that. We'll get to that. You'll probably break it down to me because I don't know what
Well,
a
you
public
are.
figure
Come
is.
on, you're an influencer. I think content creation,
Yeah.
I'll give you that, right? And I think the numbers do translate.
You're the one that just gave me that influencer title today. Nan excited influencer, Shem.
Okay, now why you are an influencer, and I think I've actually discounted your introduction. This person is not just an influencer,
Oh
a
my
model,
God.
a radio
Oh my
host, right?
God.
But I know that you've also studied.
Yes.
And you are, for me, I'll call you a CA. You are a candidate
Yes, I'm a
attorney.
candidate attorney.
And,
Yeah.
and yeah, tell me a bit about that, where you come from. Did you always know that you wanted to be
Yeah.
a candidate attorney, a broadcaster? Take me back. How's that?
Ooh, I think I was one of those kids that grew up I had like low self-esteem issues, right? And believe it or not, that actually affected who I become or what I wanted to see myself in terms of career. Because I felt like I know I have the talent to be a broadcaster, but I felt like I wasn't pretty enough. I wasn't.
What?
Oh my gosh. I swear, I felt like I wasn't pretty enough. I wasn't sexy enough for TV, for radio.
Do you still think that?
Sometimes I do.
Come on.
I'm not
Okay,
even lying. But I didn't think that I would be warmly accepted into the media industry. And I was like, okay, cool. There's no point of me pursuing it. Because if you looked at it, as we were growing up, I didn't see a lot of thick Ipeleng on TV. I didn't see a lot of myself being represented on TV, you know what I'm saying? So I didn't really believe in that. I was like, okay, cool. Let's look for a career that you could probably be accepted in. And that was the legal field.
So legal was like second.
No, don't do that. It's going to give me money. Give my life there, But I think the legal field, it was a thing of, I was very interested in philosophy. I know those are different, worlds, but I was very interested in African philosophy, where I was so interested about human rights, not just in South Africa. I think South Africa, we are the most privileged when it comes to equality, and people don't even realize it, but I was so interested in other countries. But again, I don't have the right education on which courses to take, where to go to. So the only thing that was closest to me was law, because there's human rights, there's constitution. So that is something that I was like, okay, through that, maybe I'll just navigate it myself. You know what I mean? But as I grow old, and when I got to complete my degree, and I was like very thankful to myself for even taking that course, because I'm realizing that is something that is about to change my life. You know what I mean? I needed to put myself in a situation where I understood it, because dreams change all the time, especially when you grow older. You realize that you wanted something, you realize, it's not for me. You know what I mean? So when it comes to the legal field, it's something that I'm still trying to figure out. I mean, I did my LLB, I did my PVT, my practice. I was doing it from January. I finished in July.
I think it's July now, yeah.
2027, June. It wasn't the easiest.
Well done. Congrats on that.
Thank you. It was just a lot, going to school late, coming back at 9. And it was just a lot. But I'm so thankful that I finished that. Now I'm just proceed and see where it takes me. So yeah.
No. I think there's a good future. And I think if you are a law firm watching,
right,
here's a candidate attorney. And I think be smart from a business development perspective. She's got a huge following.
Don't
so
say that.
you can use that for business. But take me back to where Ipeleng grows up, right?
Yes.
How's the background? How's the family set up? Just take me back.
So, I grew up in the Northwest. I was raised by... You know what? Oh, shout out.
Shout out. I'm also from Northwest, by the way.
No, but I'm from Bojana district.
Just behind Pretoria, I think.
Amanskraal, yes.
Yeah, no, yeah. Give us Pitori.
Exactly. Aritis Tswana, Narbulela Pitori. Shout outs.
I'm I'm done.
But yeah, I grew up that side. I went to school that side, raised by everyone in my family, from my grandmother, my grandfather, everyone raised me. I mean, I'm the firstborn, by the way. So my parents had me when they were like not too young. I think my mom had me when she was like 23
That's a
or
decent
21,
age.
around there.
Hi, Mom.
Around there. And then she obviously had to go, pursue her dreams and whatever she wanted to be. Then I was like every other child, left with my grandparents to grow me, to raise me. And then honale mamuholo, honale, and then that's why I get every single
Everyone,
person, my older brothers, I call them brothers, they're cousins, but my older brothers. And I was those children, like I was very liked within the community, I'd say, you know what I mean?
So the introvert was never there, right?
No, I didn't know about introvert until I came to Joburg. That was like a whole complete transition. I mean, I went from being this popular girl in the villages, I'm like, I nignales captain says decent.
Yeah.
Because I'm transport. So it seemed like everything was just fine. I grew up, well, it wasn't like the richest family, but my grandfather would make sure that we have everything. My dad, oh my gosh, I have like fond childhood memories of my dad and I rajuili molo kilo munyan, like it was just be me and my dad and regular pie, guys, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's just,
and pie was a thing at the
you
time.
know what I mean? So it is the thing of I just grew up with Lerate Lindsay in my family, where just everyone was just loving each other, so then I came to Joburg. And I went from being this loved girl to, in a small community to now everyone does not even know your parents. You know what I mean? You're starting from scratch and you just had it so easy. Now you're just like, where do we start?
Yeah. and then how do the parents feel right now? Because I think going back to Rona, especially African people, right?
Yeah.
Our parents, banale, that resistance towards... what do you call this? Talent,
Yes.
going for what you really love versus going to school. Because I know I was a good soccer player, bro. My dad,
Oh my
my
God.
dad was one of the most strict dads in the township. Too much. By the way, they used to call me General Shakes and stuff like that. So I'm a dribbling wizard.
Oh, nice.
Okay, in my time.
Oh.
Right now, I still wish the body can do what the brain wants to do.
Yeah,
But we play for fun.
Yeah.
We play for fun. So my dad said, no soccer for you, brother. Obviously, because we had other soccer players around my neighborhood that went abroad, came back,
nice.
had no money anymore. And that's his benchmark. That's his reference. It's like, no. Your brother went to school, he's still doing fine. Your other brother went to school, he's still doing fine. So that's where you're going. Yeah. So how is the background at home maybe towards you pursuing your talents versus school? But you've done both, but I'm just interested in knowing, Jorge, what was the feeling? How was the support like on that front?
Excuse me. It's actually quite interesting, right? With my grandmother, for example, I remember when I was growing up with my grandmother and she was like, one day we were watching Maps Maponyane on TV, right? I don't know if it was whatever he was doing, I don't know, but yeah. And my grandmother is like, Ipeleng, please, all the baby pictures you must put aside for one day when they need them on TV.
Oh, wow. Vision.
Right? That is crazy because look at me today.
Wow.
There was a point where my pictures were actually needed on television, And then you have my parents. My parents are both academics. They're both teachers, right?
Now that's worse. How do they even allow you to
there's two worlds here. It's very weird. And then my dad is like, both my parents are very supportive in everything. But it's a thing of you need to go to school. You are not going to just, chill and say that this is making money. You're going to have both. My dad was so proud of me when I graduated, and then he's still so proud of me even now when I'm able to be an influencer,
Correct.
Work with different brands. But he realizes something that I want to do, and I've made him proud with graduating. And then at some point, he knows that I'm going to be grown and mature enough to be able to match the two.
Absolutely.
Oh my gosh, I'm sorry about that.
And I think it's quite an advantage that you the media space versus the laws space,
Yeah.
they would come in handy, and I think they would.
Oh, they always do. Let me
get
tell
me.
you,
The
with
lawyer
those
tlhokagala,
guys, those contracts. Me, I read a contract.
Wow, you
I
see.
read a contract and I want to understand it. I'm those people, even brand like campaign managers. Maybe they talk about me. I'm gonna ask questions.
You have to.
Unfortunately, like if I don't understand anything, and I think that's where all the years of me studying has contributed towards. Because as much as I am in this influencer world, there's still a lot of legal that I need to understand.
Absolutely.
Just the other day, I'm like, yo, Ipeleng, skalebala tax. It's what I'm saying.
And you find a lot of artists, right? They doing so well, but I want the tax return.
Yeah.
You come back maybe 5 years. I think Taxman is very smart. He wants you to have the 10 million, chow it, and then after you chow it, he calls you.
You know what I'm saying? Because also we don't know. We're not really that educated, and especially when we are creators and content creators. Listen, content creators make a lot of money. Right.
Yeah.
And South African law says that if you are able to make over 250,000 rand and you are not employed, obviously, we don't have like contracts.
Correct.
They are like, permanent. You need to pay your tax.
Yeah.
And I looked at myself and I'm like, yo, the day I'm more.
Taxman, take it easy.
They will never, they will see this and be like, we're coming. But it's just one of those things that you realize the smallest things that are so important.
Yeah.
They will never miss you. You know what I mean? As much as every single thing that happens in your life is a learning journey. Some things I don't know, but I'm so happy to be able to take certain things that I've learned over the years of studying
Correct.
and apply them to what I do and how I go on to carry myself and my brand.
Yeah, because I think when you mention your brand, for me, the thinking I'm getting, your brand, you as a person, you are a business, right? And you spoke about tax returns and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So how is your business going, from a income perspective? Because I think I could imagine if I'm a content creator, and okay, I know you're going to be a CA just now, right? You're going to be employed full time. I'm saying it's going to happen. It's going to happen.
Thank you.
So today you are living off your business. Just take the young girls through that, because I think some of them look at you and think this is just fun and games, right? But it's also a business. You got to make sure that you don't contaminate your brand. How do you also live in terms of the money coming in, sometimes not coming in? How do you manage that? Because for me, part of the thing that I want to push as well is financial literacy, to say, how do you save and protect your money, grow your money, stuff like that?
I think I'm going to start with to young girls that look at content creators and influencers and say that I want to live this life. I think that's one of the reasons that inspired me to be a content creator, to be able to have someone that relates to me. Because there was a point where I was watching influencers and I couldn't relate, because it's either they drive a Mercedes Benz, say they do this. And
Where did they get it from?
No, we're not going to do that. They work hard.
Okay.
They work hard, okay? But I didn't relate, because I'm 23, I'm still in school, you are 23, but you have a Mercedes. I don't relate to
Content
that.
creation.
So that's why I wanted to. That's why I wanted.
Why are you
to,
laughing?
Because you're distracting me. I hope no one drives a Mercedes Benz. They will drive BMWs, so it doesn't seem like I'm coming for someone.
I know some of them, but it's fine.
They work hard.
Yeah.
But anyway, I just wanted to make sure that I come in the game and make people realize that I started off with nothing, and then you are able to build yourself within the creator space. It doesn't mean that you should probably follow what everyone else is doing.
I wonder what's that, but yeah.
Not you trying to get me into trouble, please.
Okay,
Black
we
Twitter.
got nobody for lawyers yet.
I don't. But yeah, so when it comes to the content creator space, there is money to sustain a decent living. There's people that are able to make over 400,000 rand in
over a period of.
No, that should be like 2 years.
Okay.
Yeah, it can be.
I'm trying to look, because, while you speak, I'm looking at the M5 and I'm just benchmarking.
No, I know.
Are we getting there?
No, not yet. We're not even close to the M5.
No, yeah. Come on. I'm very optimistic, and yeah.
But I think there is influencers that are able to make like around 400K in 2 years, in 3 years, just to show how the content creator space can actually have money.
Yeah.
But I don't think it's like it's something that you want to live off, and you can start a life, but I'm not sure about finishing it unless if you're going to start a business off it, or unless you're going to do something about it. But remember, I might be the hottest thing today, and then brands could probably be like, okay, we want to work with this girl and offer me a certain amount of money. But it's going to go to a point where my little sister comes in and she's like, okay, now your time.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm not going to be an influencer. There's people that have been influencing for quite some time and they're still doing well. But my point is that you don't necessarily lose relevance, but your time brands always want something new, man.
Absolutely.
They always want something that they can also get people to be talking. Oh my gosh, you guys are working with Ipeleng. We never thought you'd work with Ipeleng.
Yeah.
She's like a natural girl. She does this, she's different. They like that, you know what I mean? Brands like that. But you are able to make a good, decent amount of money, but to sustain your life, no. You can buy property.
Yeah.
But for me,
not
yet.
You
can buy an M5, but realistically, like 3 years, 4 years, 5 years, yeah. But you must question me. Because no ways. I
don't know.
1 million.
One of the breads, you never know.
Guys.
Okay, so I'm starting to question these other.
No, but remember, we work on different brands. So I could have my numbers right now and say that this is how much I've been able to make, right? But also, it's guys,
come with it.
This is very interesting.
Yeah.
So there is like influencer, there's like a level to this, right? So you must realize when there's like campaigns and all that, we not all have the same followers.
Yes,
so there could be someone that has 10K, someone that has 200K, then there's someone with 1 million. The person with 1 million will not get how much I'm getting. They're getting more. You know what I'm saying? So it's different for every single person. So I could be getting like sharp or enough to buy Mrs. Mitre, and then someone could be getting enough to buy a car.
Correct.
It's a numbers thing.
Okay. It's a numbers thing, you're correct.
Yeah.
And I think it comes with appreciation of the numbers.
Yeah.
I'm still at 10K. I can't expect to be like someone at 300K or 400 or 1 million. So it's a process. And I appreciate that. So looking at the M5, let's see how we're getting to that M5. I'm just going to give you a figure. So I think we're not even talking about the new one, right? I'm just Googling now, like a 2022 M5 BM M5 competition. Yeah, maybe we guys swipe it today. They selling it for about 2.3 million.
I don't have that.
It's a 2022 model. It's got about it's got 1,700 kilometers. And I think if you're looking at an influencer salary, you are going to pay around 43,298 per month. I think your insurance as well, because you're an influencer, you're going around, maybe look at about 10K. So look at I think tires, one tire for that car. I think 10 blocks it. So it's another 10 for one tire. So just budget 40K.
I just afford the tire. Afford the tire without the car. I'm paying the tire, it's fine.
There's also fuel. I think you talk about 15 blocks for fuel every month. So
are you serious?
Yeah, because it's Chow's fuel. I think if it's a daily for you, then maybe 15K. It might run short.
You guys have money. Like if you guys have money.
So I think there is money.
Can I drink water?
Fuel yourself.
Right?
Fuel yourself.
It's not 15K.
So I think one of the key things about you as well is that there's a law side of things and there's an influencing side of things. And you spoke about your time limit in the influencing space. But the benefit for you is that you could flow with it from a brand's perspective now, for relevance now. Mm-hmm. But there's also relevance when you are a partner, for instance. Now you hit a different market. So I'm just giving you a nugget to think about.
I am?
Yeah, but yeah, I think for me, think about that. What would you think of that? Because there's a nugget to it. You could be a partner and you could be influencing like a Vosatemba choir, for instance.
Are you guys serious?
Yeah.
No, but how does this work? Like it's so crazy when you guys come at me and you say I have numbers. I don't. Do
Oh
I?
my goodness. Can you check it quickly there?
No, like honestly,
Ipeleng.
because it's just a thing of it blows my mind. Because I know there's people that I'm following that are doing mad numbers,
Yeah.
right? And they're killing it in the content creator space. But I think also when you say "Rnahana ka o tshwana," me, I'm
Yeah.
just about getting the a brand to put a bread on my table.
No.
I'm not really thinking about. So me, I know. Do I have numbers?
Big
Am I an
numbers.
influencer?
big numbers.
Oh,
But
wow.
I think, Ipeleng, thank you so much for gracing us with your time.
Yeah.
I like to keep it short so that we have
Oh my
other avenues
God.
later. We don't want to give them everything, right?
Right?
Yeah, so thank you ever so much for making time. And I think if anybody's watching for the first time, do continue to watch and join us. We are a podcast that's predominantly based on influencing you positively and just making sure that you do the best with what you have. Take it from her. We've brought her here for a reason, and she's doing well.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
This is so short. Can't
You
do
want
one.
more?
Can't
You
do
want more?
one.
Let's go for it. What you want to give me?
It's fine. It's fine.
What you want to give me?
I'll come
How are we
back.
doing for time? We good, right?
Yeah, we're good. Like it's been 30 minutes.
Wow, time flies when you're having fun.
Right?
Yeah.
Time definitely.
But I'm not
flies.
gonna give them everything.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna give them this, and
Thank you. Thank
I
you for
think-
having me.
you're welcome. Watch the space. She's gonna be something else.
Are you serious?
No, definitely.
Oh, thank
Definitely.
you so much.
That's
Thank
right.
you so much for having me. And see you guys next time.
Yeah, definitely next time. Definitely next time.
I'll come back with an M5. How about that? Or something.
No, let's see. I'll hold you to it, but I
Right?
believe you will.
Thank you.
I believe
Thank
you
you
will.
so much. It's been great. I love doing this.
Peace. We out.
Bye, guys.
Cheers. Short.
This is Bogart Man Radio.